this morning said that he graduated from NEST. And she was so proud. My son is going to graduate from NEST, and was telling people, and we're, of course, going to our evangelical school, the church, and I said, we'll be there. So we went, Anglo-American church, and, with young kids. The procession started, and only Bahan, all by himself, walked down the aisle, went to the pin, took it, and Reverend Hovannes Ahare. He was the president and the principal, and we were really, he never smiled. He was a very intelligent person, wonderful person, but I have rarely seen him smile. I guess that was the, his position, his personality was like that. So he said, today we're going to have the graduation ceremony of NEST. We have only one graduate. Some people thought that we should not have a graduation. I said no. 1 graduate, 10 graduate, 20 graduate, they deserve it and they should graduate. So Bahan graduated. And especially after his Juliet passed away.
First of all, I want to thank you for this wonderful reception and for the fellowship we enjoy in your midst. I thank Babedi Terian, Alice Terian, and the committee who organized this. I want to say something about my first experience in Detroit. Yes, Detroit երթալենը չորս հրավերն է։ Մեկը Էմանուել Եկեղեցիան է։ English. From New York. The third one was from Haigazian University to teach there and be the chaplain. And the fourth one was Detroit. When I inquired about Detroit, Detroit had a very turbulent time with Reverend Rubian, Solobian, and so on. So nobody recommended me to go there, but I always put challenges. There was only one Armenian priest. He is an archbishop now. Gizirian, Archbishop Gizirian, who had been in Detroit as the pastor, the priest of St. John's Church. He said, it's a wonderful community, but let it go. I said, why didn't you stay? He said, my assistant gave me a hard time. I wanted to be Christian, I left. So I went there. We were visiting with an Eintapsi family. How many Eintapsis?
Wow!
So when she was the widow of a professor. Well, she invited us, and we had a wonderful meal. Says, I want to make your job easy. I know A to Z of this church. I'm going to give you a background information so that you won't have any problems. She started alphabetically, so-and-so are good people, so-and-so are very hypocritical people, so-and-so you can't trust, so-and-so. Finally, at the end, said, and there is a little group, they call them Kasapsi. And they speak a very ugly language, and they are not good either. So my late wife immediately jumped and said, Celia, the one across from you is one of them. So she stood up, hugged me, and said, there are two kinds of Kasapsis. Good Kasapsis and bad Kasapsis. I said, Celia, there are two kinds of Eintapsis. Now,
let me tell you that the rest belongs to me. By the Eintapsis, we went to Aleppo for a convention, and then we had, so I said, how are you doing, Sirvat Kuirik? And her husband was sitting there, Baron Hagop. She said, oh, don't bring up this, how we're doing, we're sick, both of us, my husband and I, because we had such a bad experience. We went to Kesab and we bought a land and we wanted to build a house. And these awful Kesabtis wouldn't let us build our house. And the Kesabtis did not let them build the house because it was being built over their water fountain. They said, you can't do that because if you do, then, you know, the Kesabtis would remove the trees. So the man says, you know what? Yes, he goes to Damascus. He pays about 1 million Syrian pounds. He was very wealthy. And he gets this permission that nobody can touch him. They call it in Arabic Rakhsa. So he comes over and he says, now you can't do anything to us because we have this from Damascus. And because of Julia, what she went through when she was being insulted, her husband, I said, what happened? She goes, oh, these Kesabtis, she said, they're unbearable people. I said, you know, my husband is Kesabti. If you have anything to say, please say it gently. She goes, they are not so bad with these Ekizolok people. What is
I've been careful of my young nature. I don't care less, but the temperature. I am one of the got to be your gang, your boy.